and we would like to introduce one of our candidates today who was, and I'm going to allow her to share her journey. I don't want to take the limelight away, but my university connection being a partnership in partnership with Oxfordian, but also having worked closely with my university connection, Mahnoor Hussain, who is coming to you all shortly to share her student experience from Pakistan to Oxford and how my university connection helped her achieve her goal. So without further ado, Mahnoor, we're going to share this. You're going to take the stage and share your student journey so that you can inspire many other people who are sitting on the fence to make that decision. So, Noor, you can put me backstage and let Mahnoor take the stage.
Absolutely. No, we'll have you right here as well, Shazia. So welcome, Mahnoor. Let's just start ahead and, just introduce everybody. What do you do? How was the journey like? Where are you currently studying? All the gist.
So, hi everyone, my name is Mahnoor Hussain and I'm from Pakistan, and I'm extremely honored to share my journey in higher education with you today. Now, starting from the beginning, from being a curious student at the very beginning of my academic journey to where I stand now as a university student studying law at Oxford Brookes University, the path has been full of challenges, lessons, and growth. Growing up, I was always curious about how the legal system functions and its impacts on the society. So, unfortunately, I didn't have the option to study law in my high school as there were no course was not offered at my regional colleges near me. So, traveling like 100 kilometers away was not practical for me at the time. So, instead of like wasting my time, I chose to pursue medicine. And as it seemed like the best option for me at that point. However, 2, 3 years after finishing high school, I came to realize that medicine was not something truly meant for me. Despite this, I performed well academically, received good grades, and had supportive professors who encouraged me to continue in the field. But I could not ignore the fact that I didn't enjoy it. And most importantly, it didn't quite align with my long term goals. This was the defining moment for me that solidified my desire to study law. Now, after finishing my high school, I began exploring universities in Pakistan and the future prospects in medicine. However, I realized that the available options didn't align with my goals and there were no future opportunities for me in medicine in Pakistan. This led me to decide on studying abroad and switching my field of study. Now, deciding to study abroad was not an easy choice for me. Like many others, I faced doubts, questions like, oh, am I good enough for this or can I afford this? But one moment that stood out for me was that at the end, it would all be worth it. So it was now time to explore universities abroad. I researched options in America, Germany, but UK stood out due to its strong academic reputation, and I decided to pursue my studies in the UK and Oxford Brookes University. So, Oxford Brookes seemed like the best choice for me. However, after submitting my visa application, the process turned out to be lengthy and challenging. Given my history of multiple UK visa rejections, securing a visa felt even more daunting. I was eventually called for an interview, which made me extremely anxious. But fortunately, I had tremendous support from my university connection, whom I had chosen to assist me with the admissions and visa process. Their exceptional guidance helped me a lot in successfully passing the interview and secure my visa. However, the delay that caused me to miss the first few weeks of my classes. By the time I arrived, assignment deadlines were already approaching, which made me extremely anxious. Now, the academic environment was entirely different from what I had experienced back in Pakistan, and I started feeling overwhelmed and started questioning myself. I often questioned myself if I would make it or not. At one point, I even wanted to give up and just return back home. But through the consultations and great student support offered at the university, I was able to calm myself down, through which I learned the value of resilience and asking for help. Now, one of the most valuable lessons that I had learned in these past 2 to 3 months that I've been here, 2 months exactly, is that asking for help can make a world of difference. It is essential to seek out and utilize the support that is available to you. And the assistance I received from the university played a crucial role in my journey so far. And now, as I near the end of my first semester in my university, I'm excelling in my studies and I truly enjoy studying law. And I believe it's essential to pursue what your heart desires. Following your passion not only then enhances your motivation but also helps you do well in your studies.
Wonderful,
And
Manu. I'm going to stop you here because I'm enjoying it so much, but I wanted this to be like a conversation that we can also have. So
yeah,
you're talking about obviously students, a lot of kids like yourself, they go through this process day in day out. What is the interview experience going to be like? What kind of questions are they going to ask me?
yeah.
I'm really anxious. And then you are saying that, over there, the right kind of counseling. So, what do you really
Yeah.
think that, if somebody is looking for, let's say, seeking the right kind of audience, the guidance from any, let's say, like a student advisor or a counselor, what was your, key points that help you calm down your anxiety and just give it your best
So,
shot?
my experience was like quite different because I had like missed first, I'd say 5 weeks of my studies. So by the time I reached, the deadlines for all the assignments were approaching, and the environment was very different, and the studies and everything was very different. And speaking a new language, I was not that fluent in English, and I'm still not. I'm just trying to speak, but uh, I like started first, like when I reached by week 5, I like met up with my student support coordinator and I just told them that I don't think I'll make it and I just want to go back and I probably start from the January intake or something. But they advised me to talk to my module leaders and my the student support team that is available at the university. There are so many options, like you can ask for help. They're always available to help you. So I talked to my module leaders, my student support coordinators, and they were able to they just and my international student advice team. So they advised me to like even if they told me that even if I like fail or end up failing or anything, they told me that you can always repeat your modules in your free time, in your summers or at the end of your studies. You can extend the visa like that. But I was able to by their help, I was able to calm myself down, and now I'm doing very well. It was like it did like overwhelmed me at the beginning, but now I'm doing well in the university.
Just going back to your journey of application, because I know there are a lot of students who feel anxious in terms of visa acceptance and visa rejection and ratio and all of those various factors. I'd like you to share with everybody that although Manur's case was quite complicated, but it was her positivity that put her through. And I think it's important because people then can see that actually anything is possible if everything in your file is done properly. The credibility is there, the depth of honesty is there. That is all that matters. If there's been past historical challenges, they should not be a barrier to your future success. So I'm just going to allow you to share a little bit about that. And I know that you reached out to my university connection for support in that matter, but that's why. And I think it's again important people to understand why you should get in touch with these experts because they are here to support and guide you, and you don't have to do it by yourself.
So, the history of my visa, like I had probably 3 to 4 UK visa rejections, and it was not an easy task to get the visa. But as I was called for an interview, I was extremely anxious at that point, and I had lost hope at one point as well. That I had lost hope, but I had contacted my university connection for my university admission process and the visa process as well. So they like conducted different interview mock sessions throughout, for probably 2 weeks. And the questions that they told me, and like make me practice those questions, I was not aware of those questions. Like it did really help me to pass my interview. I was not like I've never been in an interview before, like except my university interview, which is entirely different from what a visa interview is. So I think it is extremely important to seek for a help to seek help from a professional. Like it is extremely important because I didn't know about the questions and about what they would ask me. They really helped me a lot, and I give all the credit to the my university connection. It did really help me a lot to secure my visa.
Excellent. So, Manur, we hear almost the first semester is ending.
Yeah.
So, you're enjoying law. So, what are the future plans? So that what does the future look like? Next 2 years, 3 years? What are the some of your aspirations? Because yesterday, we were talking about students creating and designing their own career path. So what do you have in store? And then what can you share with the audience? What is the plan A B for you?
So as of now, I am in my foundation year, and I'll start my degree next year, probably in September. So I am uh, contemplating between two choices at this point. I'm like confused between international relations with business or criminology. So these two are the options I'd probably go for, and I'll have booked an appointment with the careers team at my university, and I'll probably go and talk to a professional about this and the questions that I have in my mind. So after completing my bachelor's, I do plan on giving the bar exams here in the UK, and then go for my master's. And I have planned up till my master's, and then inshallah in the future I'll work
Wonderful.
as a
Sounds
lawyer.
exciting. And you see,
And
this is what we were discussing, Shazia, the other
yeah,
day, that the choice really opens up for you because you get an opportunity to study with different disciplines. And we always tell our students that you need to understand the UK education space. You need to understand what the different levels are going to offer you. You need to understand entry exit qualifications, as I like to call it, because that is where the skill set adds on, and that is where you can actually build up on your existing portfolio. So, Manu, awesome, well done, and we are sure that you'd be here. Shazi, you want to add
yeah,
something
I
to?
think she's also growing as an individual. I believe coming here, and I'm sure she's looking for work opportunities as
Yeah.
well. And so it goes back to my presentation right at the start that education is an investment into your future. It can lead to generational change and impact. But at the same time, you, as an individual, you grow holistically. I'm sure you've met a lot of students from lots of different backgrounds, and you have actually now experienced true internationalism, which if you were studying in Pakistan, it would still be international, but not truly experiential
Yeah.
international. So, how do you feel when you interact with other students and you think about, okay, I'm going to step in the work world a little bit because I want to gain real time money making experience, even if it's for yourself? You may be getting a lot of support from your family, but I'm sure you feel, or are you feeling, I'm moving towards or getting closer towards my financial and independence as well as professional independence?
Well, I must say that I have learned a lot over the past few weeks. Like it's been probably 6, 7 weeks, but I've learned a lot at the university. The cultural shift and overall experience have taught me so much, which I think I would not have been able to learn in Pakistan. And I'm confident that these lessons will greatly benefit me in the future. Now, the university itself offers like internship opportunities from which then they do guide you how you can like do part-time jobs in the university related to your studies. So it won't impact your studies and it will like help you in your studies. So I am planning to like do internship in the university as well regarding like my career ahead. If,
And like they say, you don't always know exactly how it's going to work
Yeah,
out, but the most important thing is to take that step. So, as we close, what would be your message to all of those students who are sitting on the fence thinking, should I or should I not?
but I think like you should probably go for it. Like the key success strategies for me that have helped me a lot as well are managing your time wisely. I know it can be hectic at times when multiple assignment deadlines are approaching, but managing your time wisely, you can deal with it. And staying organized and actively participating in classes and actively speaking and building strong relationships, which is definitely one of the major like which is definitely very important in the university. And building strong relationships with your fellow classmates and instructors, building these relationships in the university can greatly benefit your job life as well. Now, this networking can open the doors to new opportunities and can help you gain industry insights, seeking help when needed, and using all the available resources like libraries and all the support can make a big difference. And most importantly, setting clear goals for your future and staying motivated are also essential. And additionally, I believe that balancing your academics with your self-care can help students perform exceptionally well. And the journey through education is not just about good grades, but it is about growth. So in
Absolutely.
conclusion,
I
yeah,
will echo that. It's not just about grades, it's about your
grades.
professional and holistic growth.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm going to thank you so very much. You've been a huge inspiration for all of the, I would say, young females out there. I'm sure a lot of male our colleagues and our aspirational students also thought, if she can do it, why can't I? So if you're sitting on the fence, guys, it's time to make that decision. So I'm going to say thank you to Mahnoor and goodbye, so that we bring our session at World Quest 2 to the last segment, if you like. And I think, Noor, this is perfect for us to now move on to just sharing the accreditations, closing Mahnoor, all up, and her journey. But then what Malvin said about quality assurance and standards, and really close on the note that why Oxfordian?
And
Why do we stand out, and why should students look at what we have to offer and get in touch, at least get counseled, if not anything else? And I'd say that to our partners as well. So thank you, Manur, and I wish you a safe journey home.
I would like to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share my journey and experiences with you. And thank you everyone for your time and attention.
Thank you so much. And I
Thanks,
hope
Manor.
that we've had an impact on our student community.